G'day everyone, I've got a new update to the game. This is a whole new look to the game. I think it's very much more pretty. You can change your time to day like before, nighttime, cloudy or snowing, and that will dynamically change the background. I've also added, so you've got OGS support. So right now I'm connected to the server online Go server. It's a popular Western Go server, if you don't know what it is. And this app now connects to that automatically. And so you can click on your games over here and it will show you down in OGS, there's these active games. These are my active games because it automatically connects to the server. So that's what I'm playing right now. And you can have your active games, of course. When you connect, you can see other people's games that they're playing currently if you want to do that. And you can click and watch and that will show you the game in real time. Let's make it daytime and let's make it sunny. Okay. You can also start a new game and you can play on OGS. You can select this, go through the options and post on OGS, and that will actually post a game on the server itself. So people from OGS wouldn't even know you're using this app. They'll just play it on their end like normal and you'll be playing your game through the OGS portal, which this provides automatically. We can also go to category and we can play our games of category as before and change how strong it is, or you can change play a friend and we'll just open up
Game started.
and you can just hear the voiceover there. I've added all these voiceovers. So you got your game tree there, who's playing, the details. You can turn on a win rate. I need to connect the win rate up so as you're playing a friendly game, the win rate will still follow because that was only connected with category. So if you open up a category game, play a few moves.
Game started.
You'll see that. Let's just try and disappear. Let's click the swap button. As you play a game, the win rate thing will start going up or down. Let's make some really bad moves. You'll see it will start to see collapse. I've now got a 0.7% chance of winning. Cool. So that all works nicely. You can also turn on up here in tools. You've got more bot details. You can turn on your you can show your predicted moves, what category things you should play. You can turn on how good the previous moves were. So green means that they're really good moves. Blue is a blue move, where category agrees that was the best move you could play. Red is a blunder. So it will tell you in real time what your moves were without having to do any deep analysis. So it's kind of cute. I don't think any other Go server does that one for you. And we have heat maps like I had originally. So the heat maps will show you, let's make that 0 delay, where the blue move would be. So there we go, there's blue move. We got our Josekis like before, so we'll show you the pattern of Josekis if you wanted to consider the Joseki patterns. And we've got the analyst toolkit, so you can open analyze mode and you can, draw on the board like before. So that's all the same. All well and good. So if we want, you can go to Zen mode and enjoy the Zen of just having the board. Oh, we also got the predict future moves. I've talked about this in the last patch. I'll just quickly mention it again. Sometimes when you're playing Catago, it says, look, your blue move was here, right? Wherever it might be. Let's just turn on our what we need. We need our match and we need our move tree. Right, so let's go back a bit. So it thought that was a blue move, right? And it's like, okay, cool, but why? Like, why is that the blue move? I don't understand. What will be the follow-up moves of that move? So you can ask to predict the future. And we'll say, if you went there, then it will go here, then you should go here. So without committing to a move, it will show you the future moves. And that gives you an idea of why that's there before you play it there, to give you an idea. So if you went here instead and say, predict the future from that point onwards, and say, well, if you went there, then I'll go here, then you can go here. So the predict the future move is slightly different from just showing you the best moves, because it shows you kind of like why. And I think that's great. And that's another feature I don't think I've seen in any other Go app either. So cool. We got our review section where you can upload your own games, and that will automatically have Category start scanning it. And if you want, and you stop the scan, you can go into Category and you can say how strong you want the scan to be, and just start the rescan again if you want. And you can also turn on this thing called colors, which show you how good your moves were, which I just mentioned, but it only shows you a couple of these moves because that's how far Category just got just then with the scan. So if you let it scan the whole game, you get all your moves. You'll have territory being shown, and there's territories getting mapped out. I've got to fix the Joseki section of the review section. The policy, so that's category where it thinks the next best move would be, and you got your heat map and say where your next move should have been. And you can add a delay if you want for it when it pops up. So that's all the review stuff. We've got our puzzles like before. The puzzles still work. You can enjoy the puzzles, unlock areas, and you can unlock little new stones, new boards, new themes. So that's all still functional works, and I'll be flushing out the rewards over time. Like I said, I've shown you the game section, so you can see what games are ready and up playing. So these are your turn games. So right now it's saying your turn because these are all the category games that I've just been playing with. But if I had a KGS game that was my turn, it would pop up in my moves at the top there, and it would even show me a little letter up here. I'll add these little letters. You can sort of drag this around, so say widget, and each one of those is what game requests your attention. And so if a OGS game popped up, it would have a little bit of a different looking letter. And so you'd be like, oh, an OGS game's up. And so you'd see that there. You can also drag this thing around too. We've got the atmospheres. You can change the atmosphere of the game. So that was the original concept art. And then we've got the new concept art, which I think is 1,000 times better. But I left the old one for the OG look. We've got boards selections. So here's the boards down one side. Drag that across, and you've got your boards, and you've got your stones on the other side. Which, if every single individual stone for every board can be individually changed, so that's kind of cool. Settings. I've got all that male, female overlay voice. You can turn that off. You can turn your sound to your stone off. Background music. Go to your playlist and turn songs off that you don't like and keep the ones that you do like on, or just have the background music off entirely and environmental sounds like you'd imagine. So that's my update currently. I'm quite happy with it, looking good. This little part down here, the little circle, if you turn that on, you get a little forecast weather, and so in 3 minutes and 40 seconds, the background's going to change from sunny to snowy. And if you had the board, a living board, where's the living weather board? A living weather board. If you had this board on, then that would change with the weather too. So it would get snowed on, or get wet, or whatever it might be. All right, guys, that's about it. I'll be adding more content to the game. I'll be bug fixing, making the review section more robust, making sure that joining OGS games is as stable as possible, and onwards and upwards. Thank you so much.